Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a very important one and also happens to be a request from one of my subscribers asking me to make a tutorial on how to study portraits in different angles and how to draw quick portrait sketches in 5 minutes. So therefore in this tutorial I am going to show you exactly how I approach this subject, what method I use to study portraits. I will walk you through my process step by step, and I suggest you watch this video completely so that you won't miss out on the necessary important information I am giving you in this video. Okay, so on that note, let's begin the tutorial. Well friends, when I start drawing a portrait, I make use of a method called Andrew Loomis method, and once I found out this method not so long ago and I started memorizing it and using it like a formula in my drawing, it became much easier for me to draw a portrait, especially in different angles. So what this method is and how to apply that, let's have a look. So for the front view of the portrait, I start with the circle. Then I chop off the sides. And once I've done that, I divide this each side into 4 equal parts. And once I've established this, I connect the lines together side by side. So these 3 lines become the hairline, the eyebrows, the nose, and for the chin I add another line which is almost equal measurement as these two up above. So the chin area is established, and then I connect these 2 lines and a jaw is established. So that's that, and now the hard part is over, and once you have successfully done this, then the rest should be easier because we have already got the foundation going. And one middle line on the face because the portrait is in front view. Now there are 4 equal parts here. On the third part I place the ears, and then I can move on to placing other features of the face like the eyebrows, eyes, nose and lips. And once the features are established, I can move on to the rest of the head, that is establishing some nice set of hair which will give an overall look to the portrait. And now for the side pose or the side view, I again start with the circle, but this time I won't be chopping off both sides, just one. Because the person is looking at the side, and then I divide it into 4 equal parts, just like I did in the previous previous pose. And then I connect these lines here. Now comes the middle line. The middle line will be at the side because the person is looking at that side. If the person were looking right at us, then the middle line will be completely straight. And the first line, like I said before, becomes the hairline, and this middle line becomes the eyebrow line, and this becomes the nose, and almost same measurement for the chin. And I connect this and it becomes a jawline. So now the hard part is over. The rest will be to place some facial features like ears, nose, eyes, and so on. I start with the ears first. It goes into this third box. Friends, I suggest that you use this method like a formula, and it works like 70% of the time, because not all faces are average looking. There will be some minor changes that you will have to make, especially with some portraits that have a unique facial structure. So it's best to also learn from observation as well. Okay, this method will serve as a guide just to make things easier, because portrait drawing or painting is the most difficult subject in fine art. So I've established almost all shapes. What remains is some hair. So friends, this is the formula for the side view. So now for the complete side view, I again start with a circle. And the chopped off piece should look like this, because this is totally side view. And then I divide it into four equal parts, and in the third part, this is 2, this is 3, I place the ears. I connect these lines. The middle line will be going here. So this first line becomes the hairline, and this one becomes the eyebrows, this one becomes the nose, and for the chin I place another line, same measurement as up above. And now I add features. So friends, this is the side way, and now we can move on to a bit extreme angles, that is higher and lower angles. So if the person were looking up, I'll draw a circle. Again I will chop off the sides. But before dividing it into 4 equal parts, the line will go like this instead of this way, because the person is looking up. This line follows the eyebrows. Once the person is looking up, the eyebrows also will go up. So that's why this line will look this way. So the first line becomes the hairline, this becomes the eyebrows, this is the nose, And now I use a bit more measurement, more extra measurement for the chin, because once the person is looking up, more of the chin area can be seen. Now I place the jawline. This is the extra area of the chin or the neck that is revealed. Now I establish the rest of the facial features. And when the person is looking upwards, the underneath area of the nose can be seen. And the forehead won't be seen much because the person is again looking up. Once you establish the foundational lines of this Loomis method, everything will become easier for you to figure out. But like I said before, rely mostly on your observation, and this should serve as a guide, this method, okay? Now if the person is looking downwards, again the circle, I chop off the sides, the line will go downwards. The line follows the eyebrows. And this time, more of the head will be seen and less of the chin will be visible. So the measurement for the chin will be slightly lesser, opposite of what we saw earlier when the person was looking up. Now, what if the person is looking upwards, but also the person is at the side? So the formula is same, like this. This one becomes the hairline, this one is the eyebrows, this one is the nose, and more chin will be revealed because the person is looking up. So friends, this was today's lesson on how to study and practice portraits in different angles. The method that I showed you is the most widely used method in the world by many artists and also happens to be the most easiest method. And whenever I draw a portrait, mostly I draw from observation, but along with that I make use of this method. I use it like a formula and I imagine this formula on the paper. So it helps me to make measurements of the overall structure and features of the face. Okay, so I hope this video will be of some use to you in your art learning process. And the second part of this video, that is how to draw quick portrait sketches in minutes, I will cover that in the next video with some good examples And on that note, thank you for watching the video, and I will see you soon in the next video. Take care.